Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Going to try to use his legs here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fires it to the wideout, and he pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. Hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas State 7, Memphis 0.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. While taking a shot on the very first play. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want. Hit it for a big one.
set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Makes a quick grab. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Gain moves it to the 35, first down again. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. And he's got it. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Number 3.
It's blocked. It's picked up by the defense. A live ball. Can they run it all the way back? Costly penalty creates the automatic first down. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's got it inside the 15. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Seen this, the punting team on the field on first down. They'll down this just inside the 35. Tigers offense back out there. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got a man down the middle. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Jukes to get past a man. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
From the end zone, here's the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and they ended up costing them a field goal. Single back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete to try to extend the play, but nobody open.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Look at this, he'll go deep again. Oh, it's picked off, what a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's looking deep here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or 2. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
They're going to run it here. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The pocket breaking down. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
The shotgun handoff here. Oh, what a move.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas State. This offense really clicking.
Texas State, number 4.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead.
That makes the score. Texas State.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Memphis, 8.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Tigers offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. The pass rush closing in. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Memphis. No chance to catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards of field position. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Great cut. They whiff on him. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The game makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a throw underneath the back. Tackle made after the completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They're setting out to try the PAT. Went after makes it a 15-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas State 30, Memphis 15.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And it's good for a first down to 36. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's just beyond the...
The receiver.
Too much on that one. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Memphis, 22.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to kick off.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Tigers offense back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Memphis will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's now second and goal.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll run the option. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas State.
A field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That'll pick up the 1st down. He's brought down to the 21.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Memphis. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game.
Boy, that's why I love watching this guy play. He can do so many different things, and here they go with the option on the 2-point conversion. Nice job of stretching the defense out. He saw he could get underneath that defensive leverage, did a good job of getting north and south, and came away with the 2 points.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. Defense got a big 4th down stop on the last possession. Let's see what happens here. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's going to take off. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's
got him. He's sacked.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
second down now after the sack. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Texas State. And they go in front here in the second half.
Number 87 with the catch and score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Memphis 30.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far. And the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Diggs. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks that are more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Contact as he let the ball go. He makes the grab. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Memphis 37.
Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And your Memphis Tigers will take over 1st
here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. They'll run it here. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Memphis 37.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Defense spends their second timeout and try to regroup.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. And we'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Looks like Memphis will have the first down. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The defense is coming after him. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that catch is hauled in. Touchdown, Memphis. This quarterback on fire today. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Texas State offense back on the field now. first play of the drive, they come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Diggs. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Pressure is coming. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And he drops back in the gun. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. That play makes it 2nd and 10. The shotgun running play call. Eludes a tackle. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Texas State offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
By the tight end. He ends up getting tackled.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down and 10 now. He hands it off from the gun. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Sticking with the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Touchdown.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-tying touchdown, and now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 13, set to kick this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. This would be a really long field goal try from here. They'll hustle to the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Well, crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So here we go. This will be a 51-yard field goal attempt to win the game. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.